Hello and welcome. I am Rogar, the DM for this game. These are my fabled scions. Say hello, fabled scion.
Hello,
Hello,
fabled
scions.
Good. I think I didn't hear one person, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, just a very quick recap as we're gonna launch right into initiative. Oh, that confused me. Sorry. Sirenscape had something that almost sounded like knocking. I was like, someone knocking on my door. I was like, no, it's just the music.
It's like the bass dropping.
Yes. Yeah, just a very quick recap. Pretty much just sum up at the end of the episode. Our heroes asked Calabrina to once again reach out to her patron, the darker one. Even though being told not to, Calabrina did this. Thankfully, the Everfrost Prince, or the Prince of the Everfrost, did something. Whispered a name, cut a hole, well, stabbed his sword into the ground. Calabrina got wished away, and essentially what would happen next is sword will turn, portal will open. You guys step into a place void of color. Everything in here is shades of gray. Currently, you guys wouldn't see Calabrina. Calabrina, for you once again appear in your cage. The bars not as tight as they were before. You got wiggle room. You got wings. You got wingspan room. But this time you do not see your fellow friend, fellow patron. You see different things. Things that you've never seen in your entire existence. As the world comes to, the rest of you see, as well as Calabrina, dogs made of pure shadows. And Calabrina, nearby you are, they're not the right size, so I'm going to go ahead and fix that before I reveal the map.
Oh boy.
You see two hulking, well, not hulking, two large figures before you, wrapped in robes. You cannot see their face, but they just emanate what essentially feels like the magic of this area. So I'll go ahead and remove Fog of War. The dogs that were once sitting down quickly stand to attention. As they don't stand, their body just go from a relaxed position to alert position. Almost like a shadow moving over. Calabrina, you are first to act. So, to explain what you can do almost everything that you can normally do. Except for if you try to cast any magic, I will roll a die and something will happen. You currently feel that your magic is in flux. That's a good way to describe it. But as you look around, you do see your friends not too far away. And these dogs do look very hostile. These two are merely examining you.
Uh, I look at the two behind me and I ask them, where is the one I was supposed to meet?
Calabrina, do you speak?
Yes.
Abyssal.
No.
uh, for anyone who does speak Abyssal, you don't hear this because you're too far away. But Calabrina, you hear what sounds like something trying to explain something to you, but you do not grasp the language.
I tilt my head confused, showing that I'm not understanding what they're saying.
What do you do?
Uh, I I look back at my friends. Can they hear me from this distance?
They cannot.
Oh boy. Uh,
Sound does not travel very far in the void.
does the does the cage have enough wiggle room to like slip through the bars or something?
You feel like you could, but you would take an immense amount of damage. As you look, these are cold iron. Touching it deals a good amount of damage. Trying to force yourself through them, you would almost be possibly killing yourself.
Huh. Let me see my inventory real quick.
Like, it is a possibility, though. You could take the chance and not die. But you have been forewarned if you do try.
Uh, could I use some cloth to like protect my body from the iron while I wiggle through?
You would feel that it might negate some of the damage, but once again, still not enough to fully shield you.
Hmm. Um. And you said I can't use magic, is that correct?
You can use magic, it just comes at a cost.
Um. Okay, would I be able to use my weapon to like try to make the space bigger in between the bars or at least try to break out?
You may make an attack against the cage. It does have an AC and it does have hit points. But it will require an action to do so.
Okay, so because I can see my friends, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I will use my weapon to make an attack on one of the bars to make the space a little bit bigger.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
That one would be the hold on. Hit. See, there we go.
A 14 is a hit. So roll the damage die. Six bludgeoning damage. Oh, Calabrina, is this weapon that you're using? Is it magical?
No.
Okay, that's good to know. All right. So that is half damage. I'll move that number. All right, Calabrina, as you strike, easily enough, your mace makes a small dent, very small. Uh, but as it hits this cold iron, almost you could say like the fabric of reality kind of ripples around your mace. Your mace damage die is going to drop to the next lowest one. So your mace will now deal 1d4 damage. If your mace drops below a 1d4, it is essentially destroyed.
Okay.
As you watch your mace, is your mace just like a standard steel?
Yes.
Yeah. You watch as parts of it begin to rust and just break away.
Oh, this is bad.
But any bonus actions from you?
I do not have any bonus. No.
Alright. We will move to the towers.
Can we pause for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
I'm going to put up the BRB screen. Just having a little issue that I need to fix really quick. Okay, we're good. We're back.
Oh.
It was literally 2 seconds.
All right. Yeah.
Pretty efficient.
Why me specifically?
Because you're next in the turn order.
Oh,
Silly.
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Silly? I'm not going to kill you just yet.
Haha.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, towers. What do you do?
Okay. Look at this map. What is this scary thing directly in front of us?
That's the Prince of the Evernight.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is it Evernight or Everfrost?
No,
Everfrost.
Everfrost. That's because he's
Okay.
wearing black armor. I said night.
Okay, actually, hold on. How far away? Oh, she's really far away.
Yeah.
Can't do that. I could distract the puppies. Potentially. She just used a weapon and it like rusted and fell apart, right?
It's falling apart.
And it's on the cage.
How big are the puppies? Medium? Large?
They are medium-sized creatures.
Okay. I will attempt to create a minor illusion, like over here. I got ping. Gotta switch the tool. Like over here.
Okay.
To try and distract the puppies to gather over there. It'll be like, I don't know, a big scary owl bear, and it'll just like be like burly and spooky.
A big scary owl bear, but it must fit inside of a 5-foot cube.
Just kidding. Wait, really? Minor illusion has to be small?
Well, it's just like the size of y'all.
Okay, a medium-sized spooky owl bear.
There you go. Currently, it'll just be a block of ice.
Alright. So I will minor illusion that. And bonus action. Do they do anything when I do that?
Let me pull up. You see, the three over here, see trained on their targets. This one does look momentarily distracted.
Okay.
As something that isn't there is there. I will say, as you guys look around, there are animals here. There's frozen fish in this pond. There's a dragonfly. Everything is just stripped of its color and frozen in time, not in ice.
Can I do an Arcana check as my bonus action?
Oh, I'll do a free Arcana check.
Okay, cool. Just to like understand the like it says like planes of existence.
Yeah.
I can recall lore about. I got a 9.
This is some spooky shit.
Yeah, this is some spooky shit. Cool, awesome. So helpful, thank you.
Yeah. Definitely not on the material plane. You got that down.
Yeah, I guess I will use my bonus action to form my Shadow Blade then in my hand.
Alright.
There you go.
It has formed. At the beginning of your turn, the puppies will use a bonus action just to disappear. Right. Avrin,
Yes.
you feel the presence of something within 10 feet of you.
Okay.
Yeah. But thankfully enough, their invisibility will break as they all lunge forward at you all. Matthew, you're the first. Matthew, does
Okay.
a 21 hit you?
Yes.
Matthew, you are going to take 10 points of piercing damage and give me a DC 13 strength throw. You are
Hey.
knocked prone as this dog leaps on you. Henry, you're up next. Henry does a 22 hit you.
Mm-hmm.
You take 5, 8. You take 11 points of piercing damage. Give me a strength saving throw. You are not
15.
knocked prone. uh, the prince does a 13 hit? No, the prince does not hit the prince at all. Just bites into his armor, but deals nothing. And this little guy is just gonna check out this illusion. Just biting at it. Okay. It strikes at the illusion and then realizes this isn't real.
Well,
But
one last attack on our party.
yeah,
I'll call that a success.
their entire turn. Well, well, well. Time for the first trigger. Everyone will deafen besides Calabrina. Calabrina, you will just mute. Loss. Vera is the first.
Okay.
And so, wait for everyone to disappear. Alright. Vera,
Mm-hmm.
as you prepare yourself for combat, time stops completely. A vision of a person appears in front of you. Their skin essentially void of color, dressed in dark robes, no longer looking gaunt. Calabrina, you would recognize this as your patron. Well, one of your patrons. But he appears in front of you, Avrin. Almost
Vera?
Vera, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry. So
You're good.
confusing. Yes, almost in your head, your mind. You feel like this is not a real image. But you hear the slowest to act.
Yeah, Vera just like stares at it like, what you gonna do? No response.
You're useless to me. Claimed by someone else.
Big wicked smile.
I won't waste my time with you. And yeah, he disappears.
Okay.
The magician, it is your turn. You have been knocked prone. This puppy over here is just biting at your toes.
I want to like free action kick it.
Sure, it goes right through.
Fucker. Not hit anything. You know what? Let's reach into the hat.
Okay.
That's a like D10, right?
Is a D10.
That is a 6.
Should be able to consort your table. I think that's a wand, if I remember.
Vessels binding polymorph. Smiles.
Oh, but
Lightning
it's.
bolts. Fire breath.
God, yours looks weird whenever we pull it up this way. I can easily pull it up on my end. If
Please do, because oh my god, this is a nightmare. I'm gonna copy paste this and consolidate it for myself for future use.
yes, tarot.
Polymorph into something much scarier. Come on.
Where the hell are there? It is. Okay. The magician is second. All right, you said
Okay.
6. You have a potion of fire breath.
Oh. Cool. Yeah, I'm aiming it straight at this one, and that's just nibbling on my toes. Get the fuck off me.
It will make a dexterity saving throw. As you
DC
use
15.
You use your bonus action to drink, and it depends. 18 plus 2, dirty 20.
That does save, so it takes half as much of the following damage.
Hefty. 35 would be 34, so 17.
All right, that's not bad.
Sure. I will say this thing looks like it's barely holding on to this realm as part of it's beginning to vanish.
And yeah,
Do you stand back up?
yeah.
Just had to ask. And do you end your turn?
Anywhere I move is an opportunity attack, so yes.
Are not gonna call them Dementors, but they kind of have the vibe of Dementors. This one will move here. And this one will move here.
Hey, I thought they were simply observing.
They are. They're just moving around.
They just want to observe closer. You know, it's a long way.
I do not trust their vibes.
They currently don't seem hostile.
I still don't trust their vibes. You're
Henry.
too close to Calabrina to get away.
Mm-hmm.
It is your turn.
Oh boy, it's my turn.
You are prone.
No,
you're not.
I'm
You're fine.
not. I'm sturdy. I'm a good farmhand. Yeah, start off with my action. My my little pendant, the star, will activate. And the stars will protect me as I cast Death Ward on myself. And then with a bonus action, a visage of a bison will, somewhat small, will appear, floating a bit above me as I activate my spirit totem. So everyone within 30 feet of me, so yeah, all allies, will get 10 temporary hit points and have advantage on strength checks and saves.
Oh, that tree, but it's void of coloring. Okay, we're gonna have to have it some sort of color. It literally blends in with the background. All right.
All right. And with that, I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna stick where I am and scold this dog. I can't believe it would attack.
The Everfrost Prince will well, his blade's already unsheathed. He'll take some swings at this lovely puppy. I have to make sure that his modifiers are. I have to remember how to do that. I think I did it earlier, so I should be. No, it's raced. It's. Yep, that. Saved. Okay. His first attack. Is a 24 to hit. Deals 9. Oh, wait a second. His blade strikes true. Oh, it does say from not magical, so yeah.
He stops, I promise you.
There's
Look
some-
at that puppy.
I mean, look at their tail not almost existing.
Oh, they can look mean all they want.
Okay, we're back.
All right.
I don't know what the fuck happened, but everything went away for a while.
Okay, yeah. The blade strikes true, felling this beast of sorts in one swing. Judgment. It's your turn.
Okay. Is he stupid? No, he's not. I mean, he's a little, but gonna go over to this dog.
Okay.
Did I see the kick go through the body?
Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna be a problem. I'll give it a shot anyways. I'm going to attack with my longsword. It is a not magical longsword. I'm going to try attack again.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's all. Yeah, it just phases through this dog left and right. You're very unsure because the Prince of the Everfrost had no issue.
Yeah, but his sword's magical. That's the reason. Totally the reason.
You guys have seen the sword before.
Yeah.
Another world.
He talked to it.
Oh, no, I meant in another world.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. What is this bonus section? Is it card? Where are you? Inventory card. And I'm going to mark for combat the dog attacking the illusion. Okay. And that's my turn.
The fool.
Sorry for I was muted. It's gone, so 15, 20, 25. Nope, there's one. Start trying to head toward Calabrina. And we can firebolt the puppy, as sad as that makes me.
Okay.
I can try to, anyway. Yeah. Oh, hey. A 20 for a 26.
That's a critical hit.
Ooh. That's 13.
13 damage.
That one. Yeah.
It looks mad.
It's mad. Thought it already looked mad.
Well, now it's more mad that it's hurt.
Fair enough.
Anything else?
No, not right now.
The lovers.
How far are they? The specter is in front of Calabrina, right? Like blocking vision?
No, they're very translucent.
Okay. I am going to step over here, and I am going to fire an Eldritch Blast at Calabrina's cage.
Okay.
12 to hit.
Well, will hit.
Okay.
You're dealing 6 damage. Are you what I'm looking for? You are what I'm looking
I hope I don't accidentally kill Calabrina.
for. As it strikes, part of the cage begins to crack. But that visage appears in front of you, plunging its hand deep inside of you as you're going to take 11 void damage.
11 void. Okay.
Yes. Where this hand impales you, you see your clothes begin to deteriorate. Pretty much anything on your body within the next Oh, I do have to roll. The next 3 turns is going to be given to the void.
There's must be naked people. They don't wear much
I
clothes to begin
say-
with.
Yes, I will say this is targeting everything,
Ah.
including your ring.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Vera actually likes Calabrina, so second Eldritch Blast is still gonna go towards the cage.
All right.
Pucha. For another 12.
You are going to. Oh, this bitch loves rolling max damage on you. This time you take 19 points of damage.
Oh no!
Yikes!
Because it feels like
You might-
attacking it over and over again really doesn't feel good.
You might simmer down.
And your counter is subtracted by.
What?
Your counter is subtracted by 3.
So, what does that mean, Ro? What does that mean?
You all watch as Vera stands there. All of the items on Vera are ripped asunder. Vera and Avrin, you are no longer bound by the lover's ring. As the card turns back into its card form and is spirited away.
You cannot accept the help. Okay, do I get exhaustion for breaking the ring?
No. But
No.
you all do feel the immense well, everyone besides Vera, you all feel what it feels like to have a loved one ripped from you.
Huh.
As the lovers have essentially died. I guess I don't need to leave that up there.
Okay. I moved here to here. Gonna move here to here. And just like hide behind Dab because I'm naked now. And yeah, that's the end of their turn.
The countdown moves down. Good old Calabrina. You feel your cage begin to tighten. You feel like in less than a minute, this cage is going to crush you. You still have that contract in your pocket. And you just felt the lovers die. But it is your turn.
Calabrina at this point is visibly panicking, pacing back and forth. I have to do this. If not, they're going to die, and it'll be my fault. Fuck. She attempts to say her deity's name.
Okay. You feel a faint flicker of acknowledgement. Wait, which one? I'm assuming the bad one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel a faint flicker of acknowledgement.
If you're here and listening, they just want an audience with you. Why are you doing that?
It's a simple question. For a second, the visage appears in front of you. I did warn you not to call me again. And nearly less than an hour later, you call for me.
I had a reason to. Otherwise, I wouldn't have contacted you.
What is your reason then?
He wants to talk to you. She points at the Prince of Everfrost. He requests an audience with you. That was all. There was no reason for us to fight you. We know well that we can't beat you. I know that.
But yet you tried to escape?
No,
Then why strike your cage?
because I'm trying to reach them. They're my friends. Why else would I try to escape from here?
So you are trying to escape?
Not from you. I'm trying to go over to help my friends.
Fun. Oh, I guess minus that one.
What did you do to him?
You see in his hand, the lover's card appears. Just took something. You bring your friends to my realm. They are subjugated by my realm.
I'm not trying to go against your wishes. He just wishes to speak with you. That is all. We had no intention to start up a fight, and yet here we are. And besides, if I truly wanted to escape, I would have probably offed myself. Then your plan wouldn't have worked.
No, you've brought me something better than that.
That being?
You'll see soon.
Please. No, get back here. We're not done talking.
Are you trying to command me?
No, I'm not trying to command you, but I'm at my limit. I've been pushed around since we got back to Neverwinter, and now this? This is what I get for trying to do good. Why? I'm just trying to help people. That's all I'm trying to do. I don't remember anything from my past aside me screwing you over by accident, even if I did, because I don't remember. Here I am trying, and then I'm still getting punished for it.
Enjoy. Here. Emotion. Anger behind your words. How about this? If one of your friends gives in and has a talk with me, we can end this. I haven't even sent my precious children after them. I'm holding back.
So all they have to do is just give in and talk to you. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, one of them. Oh, the one that I once again holds the card took from already declined. Well, didn't really have a choice. I can't work with someone like that.
Bitch, that's right. You can't.
Fine, then can I at least make a suggestion to try and talk to at least one of them?
I guess so. Have fun.
Fine. If that's what it takes, then try and speak to one of our other reasonable party members, which is the towers.
Even better, they were next on my list.
Fine.
I'm the reasonable one.
You're one of the reasonable ones.
I will gladly speak to them next. Here, that little urn of theirs doesn't protect them. Their mind is as weak as everyone else's. Thank you for the suggestion. I can't wait. And with that, he disappears.
Is it time to deafen Row?
No, it's not the trigger time. Well, the other ones don't hear these conversations.
Oh, it's coming now.
It's coming.
Oh, it is coming.
Calabrina, do you do anything on your turn?
Yes, I take out the contract and have it in just in case.
Okay. Fine. Towers. It's your turn.
I'm gonna proceed because I don't know what's going on, so I'm gonna proceed as I was planning. Wow. Okay. I was planning to Misty Step closer to try and get to Calabrina. So Misty stepping over to here, teleport 30 feet. And then, oh wait, no. Wait, do I get my move action and then Misty Step on top of that? Is that how that works? Yeah. Okay, so I move 30 feet. Cool. And then I Misty Step another 30 feet. Excellent. Wonderful. I'm gonna square up with this dude.
I mean, he's not even looking in your direction.
Okay. Then I'll just try to skirt around him. Just to his side a little bit. Just yeah.
Okay.
Try skirt. Yeah.
You turn to sidestep?
And then that technically is a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So I could do a cantrip action.
You could also throw your Shadow Blade.
I could throw
It is
my
throwable.
blade. But I don't really want to attack these guys. They're kind of scary. And they're currently not hurting us?
Yeah, currently not. I will say, your Shadow Blade, as it is here in this realm, it glows with an energy you've never seen. It is technically under the positive side of being in dim light or darkness.
Okay.
So any attacks made with your Shadow Blade will always be at advantage.
Ooh. Noted.
Feels very good. Almost feels like a sense of home.
Yeah, I bet.
Do whatever you want.
I should take advantage of that now before I die. What's the throw distance on that?
That's a good question. I think it's 30 feet. I have to
Okay.
pull up your character sheet. Let me see.
I think it acts like a dagger.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
2060.
60. So 60 is the throw feet, is the range distance?
Yeah, so disadvantage,
Cool.
but it'll be a flat roll for you.
Yeah. So within 20 feet, so like with that stuff, it's within 20 feet is, basic range that you can normally throw. 60 is as the furthest possible with a dagger.
Okay, cool. How is the cage around Calabrina looking?
It looks not super well.
I don't want to stab Calabrina by accident. But I'm gonna throw the dagger and try to break the cage.
Alright. Roll to hit.
Okay.
It is at advantage.
Hold on, sorry. There's like no roll, there's no hit button, so I was checking.
I think it is your spell attack modifier. The weapon. Oh no, the weapon is finesse and light. Let's.
Okay, so do I
Yes.
just roll a flat 20
This one
and then add my
you're
modifier?
proficient in. Yeah, so it'd be like you could just roll a dagger hit.
Okay, cool. And I have advantage?
Yep.
17.
17 would hit.
Cool.
Then it is 2d8 psychic damage.
3d8 now that I'm 5th level.
Oh. You're upcasting it?
Oh, no. Yeah, you're right. It's 2d8. My B.
Damn, that's crazy.
7.
7 psychic damage. Wait a
Okay.
second. How would this happen, though? For a split second, a visage appears in front of you, ready to strike out. Their hand goes to swing. Ooh, it would have dealt 16 damage. But it stops right before hitting you. And then disappears. But yeah, the cage is still up, but not looking its best.
That's my turn. I'm terrified.
Puppies once again. Go Ghost. Avrin, you don't feel the one standing next to you move.
Okay.
It seems like it was just turning invisible.
Oh, what about the other one?
I'm deciding who it's going after.
Okay.
Technically, it moves to its closest creature, so. Yeah, both of them that are over in the closer area don't move.
Okay.
Hey, wait. Reveal.
Oh no!
This one has
Yeah, I was
disadvantage, but
close.
has advantage, so it's just a flat roll. Does a 18 hit you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Do you really have to ask? Does it? The answer is yes.
Yeah, so 5, 8, 9, 10, 11 piercing damage, and then I need a strength saving throw. Thankfully, with advantage because you're in the aura.
Thank goodness.
Mhm.
Because ooh, I ain't got nothing.
'Cause
You
you're
got a bison bolster.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
that's the only way I'm getting it.
The bison appears behind you and helps you up.
Thank goodness. That thing is strong.
This one will. Yeah, it's going to, I guess, to attack Avrin.
If I say out loud they didn't move, will that negate their advantage?
It's more of the surprise.
Okay.
But thankfully for you, you know where it was.
Yeah.
So a 4 will miss.
Okay.
And then this one over here. One of the dice was a natural 1. The other die was a natural 20. Matthew, you are going to take.
We can. Yeah, silvery barb's that. No natural 20s here.
Wait, hold
Okay.
on.
Yay.
Because- Let me look at my feeds really quick.
And someone is willing to silvery barbs for you.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, no natural 20s in this place.
I'll add up the damage really quickly.
Dang. Okay, we got a silvery barbs.
Alright.
Yep.
So the silvery barbs forces the 20 to re-roll. And 15 plus 6, I think.
That's still
5. So a dirty 20, yes. But Mortimer, I need you to roll me a 1d20.
All right. 13.
You feel your magic go out. Almost helps your friend. But you feel behind it a surge. But thankfully, you stop the surge from coming.
My goodness.
Because I have completely forgotten that you're a wild magic sorcerer.
Yeah.
I won't forget in the future.
Good.
So, technically, you would have taken 21 points of piercing damage, but due to silvery barbs, you were only taking 9 points.
And Avrin can have the advantage from that, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh. We're good. We're good.
Yes, we are good as we've reached the trigger event.
Oh boy.
Everyone, Stefan, lost to take off your headset for a little. Calabrina, you get to listen in on this. And Mumpkin, You are our lucky winner.
The
As
present for this. Okay, cool.
yes, as this visage appears before you, they look at you questioningly.
What do they look like?
So yes, they are void of any color in their face. Currently dressed in all black. Uh, once elfish features kind of distorted and changed.
Okay.
A bit of like what you could assume shadow comes off of them. But you're not quite sure. I've
Cool.
waited to talk to you.
Are you the one who's keeping Calabrina captive?
I am.
Let her free. She's done nothing wrong. She brought us here so that the prince could speak to you.
She's done nothing wrong, you say?
To my knowledge and hers, she's done nothing wrong.
She's done so much.
What are her crimes then?
See, ripping a family apart. Making me, I guess, courtless. Ruining some people's lives. I mean, those are the easy ones. I would
Where's
say.
your proof?
He gestures to himself. She's created this. I mean, I guess in a sense it's a blessing for me.
If it's a blessing, then she did nothing wrong.
Mm. No. I've lost so much time. But I can regain that time back, now that I have you here.
What do you want with me?
You don't feel it?
Feel what?
Kind of gestures to the area around you. This. Familiar, anyway.
Feel a little stronger?
As you should. You are a product of this place.
What do you mean by that?
His face will begin to slowly change. When I was stripped of my title and everything about me, it changed me. It changed us.
Us?
Us. Some people would say two heirs to a court falling in love is bad and frowned upon. But
Yeah,
siring
most would say that.
Yes, but siring a child is even worse.
I'm sorry, what?
You heard my
Who's who's the child? No. Who's the child?
I
Bro.
feel like you know
Bro, I swear to fucking God.
I think you know the answer to this.
No. My parents are dead.
I mean, essentially, I'm dead. Your father is definitely alive. Not too far away from you.
You guys are no, my biological parents. I've never known them. They've been gone my entire life. There's no way you could be. Are you?
A world of magic, I can be whatever. But yes, in theory, it does sound not normal. But yes, you would see why your grandmother would rid you from this realm, and why I want her realm destroyed, ruining a family. I mean, that's low for even a Fae. You're Fae, right? You feel that winter blood course through you. You didn't.
I always have. Yeah.
There should be a little bit of spring in there, but when I was stripped, you weren't born yet. There's a bit of courtless in there now. You don't wonder where your powers come from?
Of course I do. All the time.
Kind of looks over to Calabrina. I guess you could thank her for those.
She's done nothing but protect me since I met her. Can't she be excused for that?
If that's what you wish, even though I don't hold feelings anymore, I still feel the sensation to protect what I would call mine.
You don't feel it all?
There's moments I feel through Calabrina.
Feel through Calabrina?
When she feels her emotions, it allows me to fuel myself. As I've marked her as my champion, I should reap some reward.
If you've marked her as your champion, why are you holding her hostage and trying to kill her?
I'm not trying to kill her. I'm trying to get her to essentially allow herself to become tainted and then freely walk into the summer and spring court and watch my infection spread. It would be
And what does my other parent have to say about all of this?
You see the Prince of the Morning Dew look over. For a moment, there's a glimmer of something, but the void consumes it.
Wait, is the Prince of the Everfrost my dad?
I've been with no other people. And
I turn around and I look at the Prince of the Everfrost.
He's currently encased in, ice. And they're also frozen in time.
I'm having a fucking panic attack. Okay, cool. So I can't ask my other dad what they think about this situation.
I think it's wrong to keep a family separated, especially since that's my entire goal, is to create a realm for you to once rule. Uh, he'll wave his hand as the time begins to resume around the Prince of the Everfrost. His sword kind of was like in a striking position. It kind of just drops as he sees the one who he once loved. Or still loves. Not once loved. Definitely still loves.
I turn to him and go, Dad?
Oh! I guess I should also, he probably didn't know. It would happen so fast. I was busted and then marked courtless, banished from this realm. I didn't have time to say, oh yeah, we're pregnant.
Calabrina, what have you done?
She can't speak, sadly.
I know, but what the hell, man?
It's her fault by proxy, I should say. It's my mother's fault. She ruined everything. She ruined this family.
Your mother's Titania, right?
Yes. Your grandmother.
Okay, cool. Well, I just ratted you out to him. What does he do when I call him Dad?
He looks very. Well, you can't see his face. It did when he entered combat. It was encapsulated in a helm. I will say, yeah, he dropped his sword. So slowly, pieces of the ice begin to break off. As sea tears. Of course, when they strike the cheek, it instantly turns to ice and then just kind of rolls down, almost as like a snowflake. He's just like, I mean, I felt something be torn from us, but I just thought it was. Looks around our love. This is very awkward. That kind of explains why every time, I'm assuming you were trying to hit on me, it felt weird. Like weirder than most people.
It did feel weird.
I think there was definitely my paternal instincts were kicking in. Like, this is my child. But now
No, it was really weird. It was really awkward.
Felt extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah. I was raised in a brothel.
That would make your grandfather very proud, but
All I know is how to charm people that way. I'm so sorry.
fine, neither of us knew at that time. But he turns and he's like, my love, I mean, we can fix this. We can bring you, I guess, to the winter court. There's always room in my kingdom. Okay, my mother's realm, technically. I only own a small portion of it.
Mother, Dad, can't you just join the winter court with us?
Good. But he kind of looks down to his like hand. This isn't cordless. I feel like I belong to something. He'll manifest the card of the lovers.
Oh.
Oh, so sorry. I took something from your friend.
Can that save you two, though?
Want us to bond to this card, but it would make your friend little weak.
We could find them another card.
He'll glance at the card. He's he's very intelligent. He sees it. He sees the card bare its fangs. He's like, I don't belong to this.
Okay.
But no. He kind of looks to the Prince of the Everfrost. He's like, we could both just come here. This world I'm building takes a lot out of me. But it would solidify a realm for our child. But I should also say, it will eventually, as I'm no longer not a tune. I am no longer. My elvish blood is still there, but I don't feel like when I die, I'm going to come back. I think when I die is the end. The void will consume. The Prince of Everfrost thinks, kind of looks to you. What do you think?
What do I think? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I feel powerful here, but I don't want to rule the land with no color and no light and no feeling.
Yeah, he'll look back to the Prince of the Morning Dew. It's like, we shouldn't have to steal that from our child. It's very weird, but I guess it makes sense.
But I want my family. I've never had one.
The Prince of the Morning Dew will look to Calabrina.
Do I talk now?
He's going to ask you a question and then allow you to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Do you now understand why I am the way that I am to you?
Calabrina just holds her arm and just. I can see that, and I can't blame you. Even if it wasn't intentional, I really did a bad thing.
You don't say that. In the corner of the Prince of the Morning Dew, the corner of their eye, you see a tear begin to form. As it slowly trickles down, a bit of color is for a moment flushed in the area. Guess I guess I can feel, because I know what I feel towards you is hate, but
Oh.
I'm supposed to be the king of the void. In the void, you don't need emotions. You can see him now physically trying to hold his tears back.
Are you seeking to punish Calabrina for what she did?
I'll look back to you. Yes. No. I just want. You see tears fully begin to pour. I just want someone to feel the pain that I felt. To hold on to something so precious for only a second, to then have it ripped from me. Not fair. No one should be able to rip a child from their parent.
I will slowly approach them and reach out and say, I feel it. I was the child ripped from my parents and tortured.
I mean, are they really good at all their stats, but with disadvantage, trying to hold back the thing that they suppress the hardest, essentially give to the void. They falter. Uh, while they they get back their colors. It's filled with, it's just dull. There's different shades of uh, green and soft pinks and purples, which embodies the spring court. But it's still muted at the end of the day. The void does have its effect.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of turns to Calabrina. Sorry. I know I extend my hate through you so that I can reach my mother. But at the end of the day, you don't kill the messenger. All you thought you were bringing the queen good news that her child sired a child. You didn't know. You didn't know the repercussions. But yet, to as he kind of looks at his skin, guess hold on to some semblance of my power. Calabrina. Titania is a bad person. And she does deserve to die. is not. With that, the contract that you hold in your hand dissolves as it becomes one with the void. I can't force you to serve me. Calabrina. But still want you as my champion. I know I'm not the kind of looks to the cage, waves his hand as the bars disappear. I'm not the nicest, and I don't deserve what you can provide. But you have protected my child. That more than anything I can add. So, Calabrina, what I'm asking of you is to continue your service towards me in protecting my child. Since I can't be there.
I'll gladly accept the responsibility, but if I may, I would like to correct you on one thing. And that is, I understand your situation, and you may say you may not be deserving, but everybody is deserving of kindness.
Oh, okay.
He looks away. He's like, fine, sure. Get rid of that. I guess I should return what I stole from your friend. That's the card, and a bunch of clothes solidify onto the ground.
Appreciate that.
Nothing really against them, because they're already bound to another patron.
How do I find you again?
Well, Calabrina, they look to you once again. Calabrina, I have to say this out of character because I don't know how to say in character.
Okay.
You would have to be willing to sacrifice 3 levels of your cleric to go 3 levels into warlock to serve as their full patron, as he will give you, well, he/they will give you a talisman that will also be able to help their long lost child. But this is a choice up to you.
I'll accept it.
Go to your character sheet and
Calabrina.
respec you. Thankfully enough, Calabrina, this class was built just for you. We will add the war of the team. Or, my bad, the Hungering Void. this, and what would they give you? Turn. I mean, no, that doesn't really make sense. Because now I'm over here trying to decide. Yeah. Yeah, the ability to help you concentrate on your spells seems like a very helpful thing. Wait, Calabrina, do you already have Warcaster?
Let me see. I have Magic Initiate Warlock.
Okay. Oh, wow. Now you already dipping into Warlock. Yeah. Let's see. You watch as your leather armor disappears as it's consumed by the void. Holy shit. But Calabrina, I want you have time to think. Take this time. As the void will create an armor for you. As when you refresh your character sheet, you will see that your armor class is extremely high now. And you will sadly have to respec some of your spells.
Oh, I see that now.
As you are now the champion of the void, the hungering void. Oh, I guess. Go ahead.
Had your tattoos stripped from you, right, Calabrina?
Yes, Calabrina. You are allowed to keep them, as we will have to change something because you are no longer tainted magic surge. Get rid of that, as you now have access to the void magic surge. So, Calabrina, whenever you so wish, if you wish to, once you've burned all your magic for the day, you may reach into the void. You must pass a Constitution saving throw of 21 or suffer a level of exhaustion, but your spell will go off no matter what, as you will force the void to give you magic. And it will trigger that table that you've rolled on before. You're not losing that. But the tattoos are yours to decide if you wish to keep. As you see them disappear, but then you feel a magic awaken inside of you and begin to form around you. And you feel the ability to shape this void into whatever way you want.
For the armor design, right?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second to think.
You got it. As they kind of resume time, they're like, I feel like your friends have been kept out of the loop long enough. They will whisk away their puppies. Their lovely knockoff Dementors will actually, I feel like they would just move to, protect in a sense you. But yes, you guys, for the people who are rejoining us, the dogs that once surrounded you vanish. The Crown Prince, his sword is currently at the ground. His armor is falling to pieces. Standing next to the towers is the essentially the king of the void. But standing in a not hostile way.
Hi guys.
Hello?
Hello.
I think I got us out of the problem.
Oh yeah, Calabrina, I'll get rid of your cage around you.
That's good then.
Do you guys want to meet my dad?
What?
Oh,
Technically
Sure.
be dads, but it is-
Dads, actually.
actually, I don't care for either one parental figure. I've missed a lot of your life. Don't know if any of these are suitable.
What did you say, Rev?
They don't feel like they've earned the title to, have a parent title.
I will turn to him and say, we have all the time in the world now. And can I hug him? Is he corporeal?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
manifested himself fully now. Yes, pulling this much magic and changing reality will wear a person out.
Person, question mark. I will give him a hug. If I can. I'm gonna go in for a hug.
Yeah. They make sure to fully solidify themselves.
And then ask if he can escort us back to our realm.
Escort is a lot to ask for.
Or open
I
a
can-
portal?
Yes, I can make sure you get to your realm. I just currently can't leave this one
Okay.
without help. As it kind of looks over to Avrin. I've kind of used that one's body before.
Huh? Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna ask any questions. And I'm gonna collect is it Avrin that lost his clothes?
Vera.
Vera.
Yeah.
Collect Vera's clothes and the card just tucked on top. And I'll walk over and give you back your stuff.
Literally, there was frantic knocking at your mind door.
You just cower in the background.
Thank you.
Yes. I guess now going off of their new name, technically, the King of the Void, will look to Vera and be like, was it personal? Maybe it was a little personal.
They're dressing frantically.
Yes. I can understand.
Bonfire.
What I would have asked you, I feel like you wouldn't have taken, since you are bound to another.
Well, I don't know what you were offering, but you had Calabrina in a cage that could kill them.
Maybe my actions weren't the clearest.
Definitely not. Vera just finishes dressing and goes and hides behind Avrin.
Yeah, I could send your link to your patron, and I guess I couldn't rip someone away from their patron. Really.
No, but you should just rip and holds up the card. That for me.
That was you. You kind of attacked the cage, and that was the backlash. Sorry.
Do I reconnect with the card automatically?
Yeah, they'll send out a wave of energy that kind of ripples over you. And the rings appear on your finger and back on Avrin.
Literally, Vera just like princess hops into Avrin's arms, and oh my god.
Extra back now.
So, father, and looks at armor destroyed. Father?
Yeah. I guess he would move closer to you. I will say now that most of his armor has deteriorated, he is still a very, for elven standards, buff elf. Like, not buff in, like, muscle mass, but, like, you can tell he's dexterous, and he's got, you know, his dex is 18. He's got some strength behind there. He got 16 in strength. Yeah, but kind of rushes forward at almost breakneck speed, because their movement speed is 50. And kind of gives will stop right before you, Dav, and be like, guess I should ask before doing. Okay.
Dab just jumps in for a big bear hug.
Yeah.
Like, jumps in. This guy is big and tall and bear-like. Just jumps.
Yeah. Their arm will also pull their lover also in, as it's a very almost sweet. It's very sweet, but then you guys see these scary looking fucking shadow people kind of just menacingly protecting this family.
Okay, so the King of the Void and the Everfrost Prince had a ditzy blonde child
I
who
mean,
likes to bake.
the King of the Void was previously the King of the Morning Dew, a spring court royalty.
Good job!
All right.
Oh my god. Cool. Yeah.
Yes, the King of the Void will say, sorry for my hostile action.
What was the deal with that? And is Calabrina okay now? Looks at Calabrina.
Calabrina looks fine. Their armor did disappear.
Yeah.
It was consumed by the void, but slowly you're watching as the void is reconstituting something on them.
Ah. Creepy.
Allie's safe now.
Oh, okay.
The contract also has disappeared.
Vera mind links with you, Callie. Are you actually okay? And the paper you were holding?
Yeah, I'm good.
Promise?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Callie, it also feels like it's a little bit harder to kill you now.
I mean, I might as well.
Well, congratulations on the reunion. It looks around. Are there celebrations here?
Okay, hold on.
true. He is currently like muted colors. His clothes now have soft green, pinks, and purples flowing through it. As they were actively weeping moments ago, but before they unfroze, you kind of regained their composure.
He's a pastel goth.
Yes. No, I can send you back to where you once came. But a name has come to me. Shadowfell. That will be your home away from home. From home, I guess, since you now technically have 3 homes.
You have a home?
Yes. You have a home and kind of gestures around to the Shadowfell as like they'll begin to like unmute some ungrayscale some colors.
Oh, yay.
To bring a bit of life to this area. Then, of course, the Prince of the Everfrost is like, you also have a home.
Oh.
Us. And then they kind of both look to your friends, and it's like, you have a home with them. We can't ask you to stay here with us.
I'll be sure to visit. I'll be back soon.
Yes. Calabrina, you are
Mhm.
talented. Oh, I lost the image. Give me a quick second. All right. Oh man, it is a shard.
Mm-hmm.
With different hues of purples, blacks, and grays. This serves as your talisman that now links you to True Patron. Yeah, I can't find the image. It looks really cool.
The way you describe it in the image I sent you, similar.
Actually, yeah. Kind of, yeah, your staff and like the little teardrops around. Yeah.
Yeah, so like that would be the new armor.
Okay, yeah. Calabrina goes through a full ass change.
No, her hair still remains green though.
Well,
It's just the
yeah.
outfit.
Yeah, outfit change. Yeah, you can share it in the chat.
Okay.
For the players to see, because I would not be able to describe that in depth.
Oh, don't worry.
Yes.
Hold on. There it is.
Yes, but also they hand something
Yum.
similar to the Prince of the Everfrost, and they're like, if I ever wish to temporarily come here, it seems this realm and the Feywild aren't that hard to cross. And of course, they lovingly take behind their child's head, share a quick kiss. It's still like, you're a baby compared to us.
Honestly, I was gonna offer to like go home with my friends and give you 2 a minute to like catch up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Actually, no. That's perfectly fine. Yeah. Hand flies out. A rip in what appeared pretty much is like the fabric of reality. Kind of rips open very harshly. And it's like, oh, anger. Next. And you see the the sitting room of the Flower Shields Manor. Yeah. Phelan kind of tips their head over, like, "Oh wow, it's kind of muted up there. Oh. Oh. And yes, you guys are able to head home if you so wish."
I do wish.
Yeah, walk through.
Is it less cold now?
No, it's still Phelan's still there. It's still kind of cold.
But not as freezing.
Oh, what do you say? What's Tanya?
I still have to try and reach out to her.
No.
Do you want to try and?
Uh-uh.
Like, you probably don't want to try in this realm.
Not in this fucking place.
Bad idea.
I can't think of a better place.
As soon as the portal closes. Okay, deets. What happened?
So,
No, for real. No.
so you guys want the full detail,
Yes, everyone.
the short version?
Every detail.
Do you want to go first, Dab, or should I?
I think you should explain what you did,
Yeah.
and then I'll
So-
explain how that affected me.
Good idea. So essentially, me, in all honesty, being ignorant and thinking I was giving good news, I kind of told the queen about their romance, and it kind of got him. Well, no, it didn't. Kind of, it did get him uncourted, and that leads to. She points at Dab.
So yeah, Callie told Titania that my dad, the Prince of the Morning Dew at the time, was in a relationship and pregnant with me.
Oh.
And and then he got kicked out of the spring court and became courtless and slowly became the king of the void. My other dad is the prince of the Everfrost.
Yeah, sorry about pissing
Yeah.
off your other dad on site, by the way.
It's fine, I accidentally flirted with him. We all have our war wounds and regrets.
We are not vigorously to
In
that.
my defense, I was hot off the heels of roasting the absolute fuck out of my dad.
Yeah, no,
Looks
see,
over
I
at
get
Dad.
it.
Oh, there.
I flip him off.
So
Good. Kind of harsh. Whatever.
yeah, Callie accidentally
Beefing with my dad.
caused my entire family to fall apart and
Mhm.
me be ripped away from them and raised by an evil motherfucker in a brothel for my entire life.
Callie.
Which, to be fair, we do still have to get rid of her, so...
Yeah, we still
Yeah,
need to kill her.
I'm totally down for it.
Oh yeah, no, now I have more of a reason to, now that I'm Guardian, so...
So
Wait,
now
what?
we
No clue
extra
how
don't
she
have to
found
care
me.
about her then?
We care about the fact that she's a manipulative bitch and will probably come back and bite us in the ass.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying is now we like extra don't have to care about her then. We just go
Oh,
take
yeah,
care
no.
of her and move on with our day.
Yeah,
We never cared
we can
about
just
her.
fucking
Oh.
kill her.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
okay, the swearing.
Do you think the Void
I
might
hope-
enjoy them as a snack?
Sorry.
Points to Henry.
My bad.
Henry, remember, you don't repeat back 90% of what I say.
My bad.
Of what you say. Okay.
Or what I say.
Hopefully that's not over.
Yeah, don't repeat back anything we say.
And you never eat snacks out of my cookie case unless you ask. You always ask first. You'll get a cookie. You just have to ask.
He's
Oh.
in tag.
Okay.
I can give you the correct cookie.
Maybe
Okay,
I shouldn't
but
say
wait.
don't repeat anything we say.
Yeah. Questions?
What was that about champion? Guardian?
Oh,
Oh yeah, so I did accept the offer to be Dav's guardian.
Oh. What does this
It's-
mean? What does this mean?
it's basically Callie's penance.
Hmm.
They have to protect me.
Pretty much what we've already been doing, but with extra more effort into it.
It's official. It's just got a stamp on it now.
Kelly, you seem to have a change of look. Are you part of the void now?
Oh, I just felt like it was right. I did accept it, so I did it to resemble the Void Court because, to be fair, after finding about everything, I still do feel bad and I do want to make it right. So it's only natural that I have some of the colors of the court.
But your powers, are they still coming from the queen?
Good question.
Some of it, you feel a small portion of it still comes from the queen.
It's
Mostly
like
like your healing magic.
Mostly most of my healing magic now, it does come from the queen. However, the other magic comes from the king of the void.
Avrin just leans over to Vera and just like out loud, just that might be a problem later. We should keep an eye on it. And Vera just nods.
I promise I'm okay. Nothing's changed.
Just if the queen is as looks over at Phelan, vindictive as some of them seem to be, we just may want to watch it.
Yeah, she can be a bitch sometimes.
You don't repeat anything he says either.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely should not repeat anything.
The omnipotent voice in the sky, never repeat that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
I am the
Repeating
worst.
that stuff gets you killed.
And shit killed. Look at you thrown into, some restraints of your choice or not.
Are you, looks to the king, are you all right with everything?
I mean, that's a lot to take in. That I have just a grandchild.
Grandchild.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I mean, damn. I guess.
Wait, are we related? Looks to Dad.
No.
I think
Wouldn't
we're
that make you...
cousins.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Wouldn't that make you two cousins now?
Huh? Cousin!
I think that makes us cousins.
All right.
That's pretty cool.
Vera comes up and hugs you.
I was like, your family too.
So much family.
Oh, isn't that sweet, Dad? Looks at Mortimer.
Wait.
It is quite lovely, isn't it?
What more? Do you need to
What?
tell us something?
No, I don't got to tell nothing to nobody. Got nothing.
Maybe that's a discussion for another day.
Oh, it's a discussion we already had earlier today.
We talked about this a few hours ago.
Yeah,
Were my people there?
yeah.
Yeah,
Were they? Okay.
it was a long day.
Yeah.
It was in this
It's-
room.
It's just been a very long day.
It's been a very long day.
Vera goes, and with like mind connection to Dad, it's just like, Dad, where's the expensive stuff? We need to celebrate.
I now have a nephew.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
A nibbling.
Nibbling. And my cousin has been reunited with their lover.
Wait, what?
The prince has been reunited with the other prince.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yes,
I'm
the
not
best
really much of a drinker.
What?
Oh, Vera
What?
will
I'm not
run
much
up.
of a drinker. I'm a smoker.
Vera will run up to their room and pull
Gotcha.
out some, like, older weed, but it's like high quality shit.
Oh, it's like sticky and dank as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit ain't been touched in forever.
Yeah, yeah. It's a little dusty too. There's a little earthiness.
Whatever. Is it cool if I just cop this from your mansion?
Mm-hmm. Vera nods.
Awesome. Well, let's get fucked, everyone.
Sounds good to fucking dab.
Vera winks
Oh,
at
not the
Everett.
best word. I was like, yep, that's not the best word to use.
Oh, we have a
Calabrina
small
child
child.
and looks at Henry.
Oh.
Guys,
I will get you a sparkling, non-alcoholic drink so that you can feel included. Would you
And
like
cake.
apple cider and some cake?
Nobles drink a lot when they're kids.
Henry.
One glass a day doesn't hurt. Believe.
Would you like some apple cider and some cake?
Some aged apple cider.
Sure.
Okay. Don't take anything from that man. That's the uncle.
If he asks you to get in a van, don't go.
I understand.
I was
Yeah.
drinking when I was 4.
Vera and Avern get fucking shit-faced.
Matthew is gone. Like, he is on the couch, staring off, 1,000-yard stare.
It's a lot of crying.
Yeah.
There's a lot
there's
of drunk
there's been a lot
crying.
of emotion happening in the
Oh,
last
dear.
few hours.
There's a
The
lot of
exact second the exact second I hear the drunk crying, I like immediately start trying to make my way off the couch. But it's that kind of high where you are so couch locked where you have to like crawl. You have to like make your way by crawling.
Dav like wraps around your leg and just like cries to your lap softly.
It's okay. There. Sorry. I'm way too high to be consoling.
A good portion of time passes as eventually a ripple will open and the Prince of the Everfrost will walk in, once again wearing, just a standard frozen armor, trying to
Avern
look
walks
most
up to them.
shuffled.
nudges them. Hey, another cousin coming along.
I have no idea what you were speaking of.
Steps over to Vera and just starts making out on this couch.
That's
Now
my
see,
cue to go
Henry,
for a
that is
walk.
what we call an inappropriate public display of affection.
Henry's gonna find something to do.
Yeah. Let's
Oh,
go
wow.
for a walk, Dad.
Kind of looks over at Dad like, "Oh, my child is very much inebriated."
This is why,
This
is why we don't drink.
Prince of the Everfrost. Sorry you walked in on that one specifically right now.
Go find the basement.
Right.
Maybe I'll just walk around with the other family. It's very, very weird. You two, wait! I will accompany you in case you get lost again.
That happens.
No, it never happens. Chester always leads the way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that fucked my shit up.
I was like, we got a Fae in the party. We have a Fae who don't have no family members.
Nope, Giselle. When Ro messages you before the fucking session, be afraid.
Yeah.
Very afraid.
I had another person in mind.
Oh God.
Yeah, it just kind of worked. Because like you guys are supposed to meet another character, and then they were supposed to be the child. But I was like, this seems more like easy to also blend people in together. Now you guys have some deeper connection.
So what I'm hearing is sibling.
You might have a sibling out in the world. They are technically still in this world. I just have to change them a little now. But before we end and we lose Mom.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed.
I know, I'm trying to find my thingy because I'm trying to find what their thing was. Just hold on. Come on.
Dad will go off and spend like half a day with their dad and bond while you guys finish your day.
Is this what I was looking for? Yes. Dav, you are given the title.
I have a title now?
Yeah.
Look at you moving up in the world.
I mean, you're bound to multiple people. You are the... Oh, I just hit refresh. No, okay, there it is. All right, I'll write it in chat so I don't forget. The Gilded... Oh, fuck. It doesn't make sense now because you're not what they were. I just changed the Gilded part because I was like, you're non-binary, so it wouldn't be Prince. The Gilded...
Lord Liege.
Void Frost? No. I'm trying to find another name now. I'm going to try to combine it. The Guild... God damn it.
Auburn.
The Evervoid.
I was like, that sounds so fucking great. The Evervoid,
Ooh, the
no,
Frozen Void.
That kind of works. The Gilded... Maybe not Gilded anymore. You'll have a pretty dope title.
Soon enough.
Imperial one. is-
Suzerain. Sovereign. I'm looking up gender neutral titles from royalty.
Excellency, the excellency of the frozen void. Yeah. Nice. It's got a nice ring. Might seem like you got
workshop
your
that
shit.
a little bit.
It's
A
workshop that.
little. No, we're not shelving it. We're workshopping it.
I was gonna say jubilant, but you kind of don't have any ties to those words.
I mean, it is fun to say though. So.
The
Ooh,
ju-
wait. The excellency of the frozen dew.
Ooh, it's a double down. No, I probably wouldn't go down that route,
Okay.
especially if you bump into the time you'll ever bump into Tanya. Yeah, I'm the excellency of the frozen dew. This bitch will be like, I will smite you, you fucking mistake. Yeah. Let's see. They're playing D&D. They're easy to reach.
That was a scream.
That was.
Yeah, that was my
Those were some hype.
There we go.
It is hats.
I was like, I wasn't.
That's
trying
such
to
a
type
long
that all.
name. Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
That raid.
Yes, well, let's get all of our little heroes tucked away. As you all will get the benefits of a long rest. And we will return next week as the dawn cresses over the city of Neverwinter.
Heck yeah.
Au revoir for now. Everyone say bye!
Boy.
Boy.
Not the raid not going through. Hold on.
They just go offline.
No. I don't think so.
They're not in here.
Okay,
I
well.
was gonna make them
Anyways,
say
bye.
say bye, happy family, but it's
Happy
bye
family.
again.
Boy.
Bye.